Hey guys, Deju22 here, and just want to say, well, first and foremost, I am almost done with my college semester. I'm about a week away from doing it, at least as of the time that I'm doing this video, but I just wanted to let catch you guys up on what I'm doing, and also, I'm very relieved to tell you that I had like a big project, a group project, and it took so much of my time away from, YouTube and, all that sort of stuff, and, as well as looking for a job, although I haven't found one yet. But even so, this has been kind of a drag in more ways than one, and I can't tell you how much of a drag it really is. And I'm just happy that it's almost over, but I also know that it's going to be a drag somewhat in the fall. But I don't think it should be nearly as bad as it is right now, but I'm just going to say that I've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and, I've come to... Not to a realization, but I've come, well, actually more, it kind of is a realization if you really think about it, but I've come to realize that, okay guys, I'm sorry, I just kind of got a little bit interrupted, but anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, I've come to the realization that, as much as life can be such a drag, and it can be. I mean, work is a drag, school is a drag, but no matter what happens, I have to come to the realization that, life is too short not to live it, You have to enjoy your life, and you got to find ways to do that, you got to take a break whenever you can, but also, you have to come to realize also that you can't put too much on your plate. And by this I mean you can't have so much to worry about that you pretty much worry yourself to death. I mean that includes myself actually. But I mean there's a couple of other people I know that do that, and I'm pretty sure and I know full well that they don't intend to do this intentionally, but they do, and they pretty much end up more sicker and sicker for it. And whenever I know somebody that like that, it just reminds me of me, and other times it's a lot worse than what I go through. And instead of saying, yeah, I have it better than, no, I actually feel much sorrow for that person, just as if, if you truly care about somebody, you feel their pain, and I felt that. And I feel that, when it happens to me, and because if you don't feel it, then it's either because you don't have as much to worry about, or you probably have never been through it, or perhaps maybe you are very insensitive to it, or indifferent about it. I don't know. I guess to each his own, or to each their own, I guess, but the point I'm trying to make is that, I haven't really enjoyed life as much as I would like to. I know you have to work, and I know you have to go to school, and and I know that there's more to life than YouTube and stuff like that. But you got to enjoy your life, because enjoy your time, the time that you have with your family, if you still have it. And not to say that I'm saying that you don't, but I'm just saying that if you have family and you're with them, go be with them. Don't be sitting around in the computer doing absolutely nothing. I mean, there's only so much you can do by yourself that you can't do with other people. And that sometimes if you need to talk to somebody like on Skype or talk to an actual person in outside of YouTube in real life, go talk to them. Don't stay cooped up in your room all the time, because then you'll just be lonely and sick, and then you'll end up doing something stupid. Well, actually, I don't think you'll end up doing something stupid, but you'll just be lonely, okay? You'll just be lonely, and that's kind of what I am. lonely. I only have a select few friends that I know, and it's a very lonely feeling to think, it's a very lonely feeling to know that all you have is yourself, or you're just by yourself, rather, excuse me. But, life is too short to not enjoy it. I mean, if you have a favorite movie coming up, that, if you're by yourself but you have a favorite movie to watch, watch that, but do something that makes you happy, just as long as you are not hurting anybody else and you're not, making it any inconvenient for anybody else, just do that. Just do that. And as I said, if you need to take a break, take a break. The last thing I want anybody to do, and this even includes myself, is not to work yourself to death, that you ultimately just want to, I guess take your life, but it's never gotten to that point, thankfully, but don't work yourself to death. It's not worth it. Sometimes you have to just take things in stride. You have to take, what life gives you in stride, and if you need help, ask for help. Don't just sit there, thinking that no one is going to help you because if you ask for help, they'll think of you less of a person. No. I think what people are afraid of is asking for help. You have to ask for help. Now, granted, I have asked for help in the past, but it never got to the point where I would ask for things that other people may not be able to give me. But when it comes to like asking for help for things that, it depends what you're asking for help for. But I mean, and like I said, it depends on the circumstances and what it is that you're asking for, and that's things like that. But if you need help, ask for help. Don't try to do this by yourself, because it's not going to end very well. And any help that you can get, get some help. I've been through these type of times. I've been through times where I felt helpless because I didn't know where to turn to or who to turn to. And I mentioned before that I am a Christian, so I turned to Jesus. Now I know after that, I'm just gonna say, I'm trying to get the words out. But, I mentioned how I'm a Christian and I turned to Jesus, and despite what anybody else thinks about, despite whatever personal feelings you may have about that, to each his own, I'm not going to force my beliefs on anybody other than the fact that you should ask for help if you need it. But, and also it depends on the circumstances and, whatnot, but ask for help. And also, enjoy your life. You only have one life to live, and I'm not even talking about the soap opera One Life to Live. I really mean that. You have one life to live it up. Because, pretty soon you're not going to be able to live because you'll be dead. And who knows when it's time for us to go. Who knows when all of a sudden we're here today, gone tomorrow. No one knows. No one knows. But what I'm just saying is enjoy your life. Because, and if you need to cry, cry. If you need to, relax, go on a little vacation, do it. Because I've found myself so many times, just alone, with no one to help me, Although although I've had my, fellow students or fellow classmates help me with the project, but that's beside the point. Any help that you can get it. It's only going to help you in the long run, really. But I just want you guys to know that that's kind of how I've been feeling during this semester, because not only has it been very, very tiring, and not only has it been mentally draining, as well as physically, because I have to put the time into the project in order to actually do it. But it also takes a toll on your mind, and that's pretty much the end result of how much work I had to put into college. Now I'm thankful that the others stepped up, because it could have ended a lot worse for me than it actually did. But what I'm saying is, I'm sorry that I've been away. I've been away for quite some time when it came to to YouTube, because I had to put so much attention onto the semester project at my college. And I know that everybody goes through this, especially when they get to the college, as well as high school and and whatnot. But this one has just been very, very, very tiresome for me, and because I knew that if I took one complete day off from my duties, knowing full well what was at stake in terms of, my education and, whatnot, I knew that if I did not take it seriously, that when it came to my grades and stuff like that for college, I would fail. So that's pretty much the type of pressure that I was under for quite some time. Now, I'm thankful, like I said, I'm thankful that the school project for one of my classes is done, because that really opens up my schedule significantly. It took so long to finally open up, as far as, my schedule and, things like that. But I just wanted you guys to know where I've been for these past 5 months, since the very end of January all the way up to at least as of the time I'm making this video, which is May 11th. But I'm sorry, May 12th. Excuse me, my fault. Although chances are you might be watching this on May 13th and beyond. But what I'm trying to say is, during this entire time, I had to worry about a big project, as well as, the tests, throughout the semester. All I have left is finals, but they're both tests, but I'm very good at tests. Now, I know some people are not that good at tests. I'm going to say I'm not that great at tests, but when they're multiple choice, it just comes down to logic, really. And you have to actually put in some time to study, so that being said, yeah, you have to put in the time and the work to do it, but as it is, it's opened up significantly, and I mean, my schedule and whatnot, and as well as, filming, editing, and then uploading the videos, like that sort of thing, that's opened up, and my schedule will open up even more. I do have a big announcement to make on the 21st of May, so do stay tuned for that. If you're watching this between now and then, if you're watching it in the very distant future, well, that's not going to matter that much, unless you want to go to the May 21st, 2015 video, then go ahead and check that out if and when it's posted, but I'm just saying that I'm happy to say that the big ones are gone. The project is done, and the school is almost over. And I have summer vacation to just relax and enjoy my life. But whatever your circumstance is, and I'm talking to all of the fans out there who I like to call stars, and and by stars I mean like stars in the sky, movie stars, the Lumas from Mario Galaxy, or even the stars that Mario collects. You guys are stars because all I do is make the Let's Plays. In fact, that's exactly what us Let's Players are. We're just the ones that do the work. The real stars are the ones who watch what we make and enjoy it for what it is. So you guys are the stars. All I do is do the work. But with that said, I'm just saying thank you for your patience, and if you took the time to watch this video or listen to the audio, I mean, this is just an audio log, really it is. So if you're listening to it while you're doing something else, perfectly fine. If you want to comment on it, go ahead and comment on it, but I'm just telling you how I feel. So, and this is something I really needed to get off my chest, because any longer that it was on my chest, it was not going to go away. So I'm just thankful that I got this off my chest. So with that said, have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. And stay tuned for a big announcement that I'm making on May the 21st, and as well as any videos that I do upload, whether it's this channel or on Insomania Game, the channel Insomania Game, as well as the Much Games Guides channel. I do Let's Plays on those two co-op channels, excuse me. Oh, collab, or what is it, the co-op channels, collaboration channels, that's what I'm trying to say, excuse me. But do check those out when you get a chance to. And also, one last thing, enjoy life. Life is too short not to enjoy it. But until then, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Alright, take care everybody.